What's your caught in a NSFW situation at work? A few weeks after I started at a new company, they hired a new, and very pretty, secretary near me. Every dude at the office was getting shot down by her, except some guy on the second floor. The guy was your typical jacked, tan, slick hair sorta guy that can win a woman over with a smile. He won her attention, and every day I'd overhear him flirting with her heart over at her desk. Anyway, fast forward another couple months to some random workday. I need to go do a supplies run and my boss needed some stuff too, so we take a walk over to the small supply closet. He unlocks the door and we walk in, to see the secretary and this Dan guy going at it hard. There was a good few seconds of us all making direct eye contact, when my boss closes the door and walks away without saying a word. I wasn't sure what to do, so just sort of go back to my desk. An hour goes by and I still haven't seen my boss or the secretary, and I'm not sure any of my coworkers would believe it if I said anything. All of a sudden my desk phone rings. The lady on the line is with HR and wants me in her office now. I get in there and see the secretary crying in one seat in the entrance area beside my boss, who is pale as a ghost. In an office a few feet away, the tan dude is having a screaming match with the HR woman. When I walk in, a similar moment occurred to the storage closet and everyone froze and locked eyes. HR woman comes out of her office and has the tan dude go into her co-worker's office while she invites me in to talk. All of a sudden, when I'm in the office with the HR lady, she starts breaking down crying. I mean sobbing and snotting everywhere. Unsure what to say or do, I ask if she's okay. She apologizes and then tells me that the tan guy is her husband. I have no idea what to do, so just kept saying it'll be okay over and over, first thing that popped into my head. After a few minutes of her crying, she straightens herself out, has me confirm what my boss said happened, then told me I was good to go back to my desk. A bit later my boss comes to my desk and tells me we're going to lunch. The moment we're in his car, he lets out this huge sigh and blankly says, "I had no idea they were married." Both the husband and secretary were fired and the boss and I chuckled about the incident forever. I believe the HR woman ended up getting remarried and, total gossip, so who can tell if it's true, the secretary had given the tan guy herpes. What a ride. At my last job, there was this deaf guy who was nonverbal. The company brought in an ASL translator for every meeting, which was the only time you could really interact with him face to face. Honestly, a stand-up guy though. One day I'm in the washroom taking a dump, and I hear something strange in the stall next to me. The steady schlick 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 of someone jerking off. Then some grunting. So I finished up quick and left the washroom. It was just me and the masturbator in there. I checked his shoes, then stood outside and pretended to be on the phone. Turns out it was the deaf guy. I just smiled and waved when I saw him. From then on, I noticed that he went to the washroom for a suspiciously long time every day. I guess nobody told him that masturbating makes noise. Edit. Some people corrected me on my description of the man's disability. I used to work in a call center for a major satellite TV provider. Other than the usual perv that would call to be gross, we had one dude who would call and just make us read off porno titles. What do you all have? Backdoor sluts 9, busty blondes 2, etc. All the while he would just beat his meat to ladies reading the names of dirty movies. Edit. Thanks for the silver, friend. Not me, but a past coworker, we'll call him Bob Smith. He had logged into a shared computer in our lab one day, and he pulled up Outlook, and then turned around to do something with his phone while Outlook loaded. Well, let me tell you, our corporate mail filter failed that day. I walk in to see Bob turned away from the screen, and on the screen, in the Outlook preview pane, nearly full screened, was an email. Bob Smith, are you getting enough big black dick? And of course, this lovely email was accompanied by a picture showing exactly what they were talking about, just in case you were unsure. I tried to suppress a laugh, and just say to him, "Well, Bob, are you?" He looked at me. "Am I what? What are you talking about?" I point to the screen. He can't hit that delete button fast enough. The words "well, are you," with no further context for anyone else overhearing, became a running joke between us. My old married, wife and kids, boss had a ton of nudes on the work computer of mostly other women and occasionally himself. They were labeled mundane things like Maloney job site. Somehow he synced his personal email to the work one and I discovered he was picking up men on Craigslist. Email subject lines like "suck my cock daddy" are hard to ignore. He was such a miserable, nasty, explosively angry person and went viral for a funny house selling video. Edit. Sheesh, this blew up. Basically Tony Soprano on coke sells a house. Yep, you got it. It's not an act unless 24/7 dramatic AF is an act. Op is a she. Ex-boss is divorced and estranged from kids, grapevine, and I highly doubt I'm the only one privy to this information or tubby time shots. Thanks for the concern though. Only got caught peripherally in this one. One of my IT guys assigned to one of our regional offices kept getting help requests from one clerical, and most of the problems were questionable at best. She obviously just wanted to see him. One day he gets a call and goes up to her cubicle and she's standing there with her pants off. He backed out of that, put her on his do not respond list until things could get straightened out, and then called me for help since nothing he had done was working. Since she wasn't my employee, I picked up the phone and called the regional director. The initial contact was something like, "Hi, regional, first name basis, you know, I've always supported casual Fridays, but don't you think no pants Fridays are a little too much?" Later edit, 1. Makes no difference what the woman looked like. Or the guy for that matter. Knowing the guy in question, he would have been deeply offended and upset whether she was Miss Universe or Godzilla's spun. Simply not germane. 2. We had another similar instance a few years later with the genders reversed. The consequences were the same, paperwork in the file and the employee soon leaving in shame. 3. I probably should have indicated that this was more than 3 decades ago and consequences for this sort of offensive conduct were on a different scale than now. Oh no, it's the end of the video. Remember to like and subscribe if you want more Reddit videos like this one.